What's up everyone, Sleddog here, back with another video for that lovely soul gem grind. The last deck I did was an aggro mono red deck. This deck is an action oriented mono blue deck. This is pretty good for taking out the AI when you're first starting out and you don't have a lot of access to a whole lot of cards. Most of these cards are commons with only a few rares. That being said, we'll just talk about the deck and I'll say why I chose the cards that I did. Alright, so on screen we got a Lesser Ward. It's an action, 0 cost. Give a creature a ward. You're mostly going to use that just to protect a creature or to have a favorable trade. Usually you're going to want to put that on your Crystal Tower Crafter. Brutal Ashlander. It's the turn 1 drop that you really want to get off as quickly as possible. It's last gasp. You deal 3 damage to a random enemy. Can either result in a better trade for you or extra face damage on him. Firebolt, staple card for blue. Every blue deck is probably running 3 of these no matter what the situation. Crystal Tower Crafter, not as good as she was before her nerf, but she's still very viable, especially in an AI oriented deck. Most of your cards are going to either aid in her getting +1/+1 or protecting her or what have you. Dunner Nightblade, that's mostly in there because there's not a whole lot of commons in blue, but the Iron Sword is always good to get into your deck with the last gasp effect. Ice Spike, it's just card cycle plus the 2 damage. It also synergizes well with your Crystal Tower Crafter and your Lilandry Hexmage. Red Road Enforcer, 2/3 for 2. He's just a body on the field. He's better than other choices. I wouldn't use him in, I'd say, competitive, but he definitely works here. Shrieking Harpy, I believe, is the only rare in the deck. This is just a really good card. Prophecy with Shackle, 2/1 for 2. Every blue deck is probably going to be running this no matter the circumstance. Soul Split synergizes with your actions. Best target for that would be a Brutal Ashlander, so you can get 3 damage on the board. Camelorn Hero, 4/2 for 3. He also deals 2 damage to your opponent on summon, which is always helpful, especially when you're just trying to get as much damage on the opponent as possible. Camelorn Sentinel. Prophecy is always good. Guard is always very good, especially with that being your only real guard in the deck. Get it off of Prophecy, you can protect one of your more weaker creatures. With these AI decks, I'm always throwing Crushing Blow in there. It's a very good card. Everyone has it. You get it in the story. Dealing 3 damage for 3. Really can't go wrong with that. Cunning Ally, 3 for 3. Plus, this is our ally theme for this deck, with the last deck being the red ally that becomes a 6/3 for 3. A Firebolt in the hand isn't as good, but it is always better than not having a Firebolt in your hand. Lightning Bolt, staple blue card, 4 damage for 4, and off a Prophecy, which is always nice. Tome of Alteration, this is also a cycle and also an equipment. You can equip this to any of your creatures just to make them a bit beefier to have a favorable trade. Personal favorite is Crystal Tower Crafter, just to keep her alive a little bit longer. Lilandry Hexmage, this is sort of your bread and butter of the deck. When you get this off, as long as you can get a few spells off, you're getting huge value out of it. It used to be my favorite card in the entire Elder Scrolls Legends library up until I grew as a player and got a bigger collection. Shocking Wamasu, not really that good of a card in my opinion. It's only in this deck because I was running out of commons and I wanted to use as little rares as possible. If you do have a rare card, say Ward Crafter, I would suggest using that instead. A much better card for the AI-oriented deck. Alright, so let's jump into it and see how the deck does. So we're fighting the Blind Crusader. Not really a favorable matchup in my opinion for this deck. They're pretty fast paced. We don't have a lot of options to stop them. So we're probably going to get rid of the 3-drop Tamron Hero, just because they're going to either kill it right away or it's not going to do a whole lot for us. We'll just scrap everything, really. The Prophecy and the Guard, it would be good, but it'd be better to get off of Prophecy. We try to get some more 1 and 2 drops, though. Actually, going to keep the Soul Split, hoping for something I can get it off of. So we have a few options here. He's probably going to play a charge creature next. We got the card we wanted, though, so we're going to play it in this lane to keep it safe. That is going to be really unfortunate as the game goes on, because we have no support removal. Always make sure you attack with him first. Hoping to kill that. There we go. March Crusader, not really a good value card for him. We're going to go ahead and shackle that, swing in for 6, and then we're going to put our Crystal Star Crafter out and start building her up. If she gets unopposed, you can really quickly snowball a game. Okay, so we got the Lesser Warders, you almost always want to get that on your Crystal Tower Crafter. You'll almost always get this proc, so you never have to worry about that. And I think we're just going to go ahead, we're going to cycle. You should always draw a card first. I kind of did things in reverse order, but it's not too important when you're facing the AI. So we're going to go ahead and just put it on her, just keep her safe. Swinging with that, take him off the field, take him off the field, we'll swing in. Usually the AI will trade with you whenever it can if it's behind, and swing face whenever it's ahead. He's going to get draw off that now. Let's try and take out that card as quickly as possible. So we got our other one out there now. So we can just load the table up.
Shall we begin?
Gonna want to keep her safe because she's got more damage.
There's more
Attack. Attack. I don't like to stack everything on one side of the board in case a heavy guard creature comes out. They have yellow, so yellow has got a lot of big guard creatures, although Blind Crusader, I'm pretty sure, only plays aggro cards, so we should be good. And that's the game for that. We'll play another one. Really playing a lot here. Yeah, so kill them. Like I said, it's not exactly as fast as the mono red deck, but if you have more blue-oriented cards, or you're going to be a blue player, and you'd rather not build a whole lot of red cards you're not going to use, this may be a much better option for you. Dumbder, Necromancer, purple-blue. Not really going to be that hard of a fight. It might be, though. Chose to keep the Carolyn Sentinel this time because he does have options to heavy creatures and that you don't want to take the damage from, such as Young Mammoth.
By dawn and dusk, I move as a shadow.
Probably going to be playing Cunning Ally next. You don't really got to worry about the Deathless Draugr. It's not going to do too much damage over time. We will stack up on one side this time.
Let's shed some light.
We're hoping for a Young Mammoth drop. If he's going to drop one, to put it on this side of the board so we can kill it, or at least slow it down. I'm going to ignore it either way. This is one of the more annoying cards you got to look out for. He always gets this proc, it seems like, anytime I've played. And that's also really annoying. I think what we're going to do is Tome of Alteration.
I have you now.
And we're going to go ahead and just take him out with her. Okay, so in typical AI fashion, they do a move that makes no sense. Got just a crowd crafter. Do our card cycle. And we will hold off for now. Next turn, she can be pretty beefy. Just put them down here for the prophecy. Now, when they start stacking up on one side, it's best just to stack up on the other side and just ignore. If you kill this, he's going to gain 5 health. I wish you would have played it before I played Shrieking Harpy off the prophecy, but what are you going to do? So we're going to go ahead and fireball this guy twice just to erase her damage. And we'll swing in. Play the Sentinel just for safety. I don't think they run any charge creatures, but you never know. And that's game. And I decided to kill that just because I can. We'll play the last game right here. Hopefully we just have 3 wins in a row. I wouldn't say this deck is necessarily more consistent than the red deck either. I just have some favorable matchups in this current run. Overall, I'd say the red deck's a little bit faster just because you can go through the games much quicker. Imperial Prefect. So he does play a lot of guard creatures. So we're going to go ahead and only keep our cycle card.
Soldiers report. Your orders.
This circumstance, I'd say it's better just to use a nice spike and cycle.
There's a plan. There's always
Got to get rid of that as soon as possible. That can be really annoying, especially when he starts laying down Imperial reinforcements in one lane. We'll play down the Sentinel. So yeah, they almost always swing in with their weakest creature first. So if you have a guard creature, you can kind of cheese the AI into doing really bad trades. We'll go for the Cunning Ally proc. Take that out. Anything with Drain you want to get rid of because it can just slow the game down.
It's nothing to curse.
Draw a card here. Alright. So we're going to swing in with this. Lay down our Landry Hexmage. Lesser Ward Arlen. Then Landry Hexmage to make it a little bit less susceptible. Although he runs Piercing Javelin, Edict of Azura, so it doesn't really matter. If he wants to Edict of Azura or Piercing Javelin it, that's what he's going to do. So we're going to go ahead and just... We'll shoot him first. Just so we can get 6 damage guaranteed. Then we'll go for 4. Swing in for 3. He'll probably get a Piercing Javelin here. Yep. And we'll double our forces. Turn 6, he's probably going to be playing a pretty heavy-duty guard creature.
There's always a plan.
Maybe a Hive Defender. Burn and Pillage and Tribune. AI does very poor choices like that. He could have gained 3 health there. He just chooses to do it that way. So we're going to take him out with that. Swing in for 6. Add an extra 2. Shrieking Harpy him, just lock him down. You should be winning this next turn. Go ahead and just Lightning Bolt his face. Very few cards here that could have stopped us from losing. I mean, from winning, I should say. We're not going to lose.
Do not
And that is it. Those are the 3 games. As you can see, this deck from this video looks a little bit more consistent, but yeah, that's it. I'll be doing the other colors as well. Probably going to be doing yellow next. And then after all those are done, I'll get into combinations and a more detailed guide on all the AI opponents you can face, so you can kind of figure out which decks are just auto concedes against, because you're more likely going to lose. Alright, please subscribe. If you liked it, give a like, share it, whatever. Catch you next time. Thanks.